Hello everyone, welcome to Mommy & Co Fitness. Today I'm going to do a routine that's mostly going to be focused on cardio, but I haven't gotten to do weights either, so I'm going to go ahead and try to throw in a little bit of weights and stuff as well. So right off the bat, we're going to go ahead and get warmed up. If you've seen any of my videos, this is going to look familiar to you. I normally start out with just kind of a simple march in place, get those arms involved, and then go ahead and add a kick and a punch to the front. Since I am going to involve the arms, I want to make sure I get those warmed up as well. And this is going to be good on the cardio and weights, but as I'm getting bigger pregnant, I'm trying to do less of the jumping type stuff and things like that. So we're going to be doing more step type stuff versus, you know, jumping from side to side and all of those types of things. So this is safe to do if you're in your first trimester, and it's actually one that you could even do up until the day you deliver if you have permission from your doctor. But this is one of my favorite workouts. It's simple and easy to do, and you can adjust the intensity with the weight, time, things like that. All right, hopefully you feel those muscles starting to warm up a little bit. So we're gonna go ahead and stretch it out. I'm stepping those feet a little bit wider than shoulder width. I'm reaching up, and I'm just gonna take it down to the ground, stretching out those hamstring muscles. I'm gonna go ahead and turn my torso towards the foot. I like to stretch out the side, especially the bigger my belly gets. I start having a little bit of lower back and hip issues. So if I can keep those stretched out, that seems to help. I'm just doing a couple breaths in each spot, back to center, bending the knees, chin to chest, roll it up. Try to keep my belly covered. One foot forward, other foot's out to the side. I'm gonna square my hips and reach down. I'm gonna bend that back knee, just putting a little more focus on that calf, and then I'm gonna go ahead and lift my foot up and really give those calf muscles a good stretch. I'm gonna go ahead and place that foot back on the ground and switch it out. Again, squaring up the hips, reach down. Bend the back knee, bring up that front toe, and place that foot on the ground, come up, bring an arm across, and switch. With every workout I do, I always start with a short warm-up, a little bit of stretching, and then I like to end the same place I start, so I'll always do a cool down and a stretch. Just twisting that arm, gentle pull on my fingers, rotate those fingers in, same thing on the other side. And hand in the air, rotate the wrist. Bring it down, gentle pull on the fingers. Rotate those fingers in. With good posture, I'm gonna go ahead and bring my chin down to my chest. Rotate your over shoulder. I'm making sure I'm keeping that neck stretched out. Especially when you add in weights, you're gonna tense up a little bit, and you wanna make sure you stretch it out so you don't get headaches and things like that. Back to center. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get started. We're going to start with just a simple step to each side. We're going to go for a minute, and then we're going to do a step front and a step back for a minute as well, and then we're going to do weights in between. So here we go, let's get going. Again, as you get bigger pregnant, things like that, your doctor probably doesn't want you to do as much jumping. If you're a big runner, he might ask you not to run during your third trimester, things like that. Maybe do the elliptical, do the bike, things like that. So doing this simple step move, I'm gonna get that heart rate up, but it's not putting that same pressure on my stomach. And then also, for those of you who've been pregnant before, you know that as your belly gets bigger, it gets a little bit harder to breathe. So be careful with what you're doing. Again, talk to your doctor first, especially if you're pregnant or recovering from being pregnant. So be wise. All right, we've got a full minute of this, and then we're gonna switch to a forward and back move. And don't forget to breathe. And I have a bottle of water close by, so make sure you stay hydrated. And I'm switching to a back and front. Again, I'm getting those arms involved because I'm wanting to bring up that heart rate. This is a really simple move. You don't need a lot of space, but if you need a little bit more intensity, speed it up. Or you can go a little bit slower if that's too intense, but do something that's gonna get that heart rate up. So I'm just doing a simple step back and forward for a full minute, and then I'm gonna switch and do some weights. And for the sake of time, because I'm getting my workout in so late today, I'm gonna do a burnout session with my weights. So instead of doing a certain number of reps and then repeating, I chose a little bit heavier of a weight. Again, if you're pregnant, be careful, don't go too heavy. But I'm just gonna do one set, as many as I can do. All right, from there, I'm gonna go ahead and grab my weights. I'm gonna start with bicep curls. My feet are shoulder width apart, my knees are slightly bent. Torso's up straight. I'm going at a nice even pace. I'm not counting or keeping track of time on this one. I'm just gonna go until my arms give out. In a safe way, of course. Please don't drop a weight on your foot or on your head. Keep good form still. If you start losing your form, then you know that you're done. I think I probably just have a couple left of these. Whew. Don't forget to breathe. All right, one more. I'm gonna switch to triceps. So I'm dropping a weight. My elbows are going in the air, and I'm just going straight up and down. Again, my feet are shoulder width apart, my knees are slightly bent, my torso is up straight, and I'm just going straight up and down. Full extensions without locking out my joints. Whew, feel the burn, love the burn, right? Again, I'm not repeating today, I'm just going straight through. So I'm doing a quick burnout session just to give my arms a little bit of a workout. But really today I'm focusing on that cardio. Whew. But trying to get a few bonus weights in at the same time. All right, I've got a few left of these. Again, don't drop a weight on your head, so don't go to where you're struggling too much. All right, 2 more. Whew. From there, I'm gonna go into a power squat. So I'm gonna go 30 seconds with both feet flat, and then I'm gonna go 30 seconds with propped up on a toe on one side, and then 30 seconds toe propped up on the other side. So again, I'm wanting to keep that heart rate up today. Getting my workout in a little bit late, so I don't have as much time as I maybe normally do. So I'm still trying to do something. Something's better than nothing. But I'm gonna try to fit it all in. All right, that's 30 seconds. So I'm gonna prop up a knee. So I'm up on a toe, and this is just changing the angle a little bit because I'm wanting to get those legs in as well. Whew. So it's putting a little bit more intensity on that calf muscle on that side and on the hamstring as well. So that leg that's up is feeling a little bit of a different move than the one that's flat on the ground. Got 30 seconds and switch the other side. Other foot's flat on the ground now. Other toes propped up. As you can hear, I'm getting my heart rate up. So again, you don't need a lot of equipment, you don't need a lot of space. You can get a good workout in if you just know what to do. So we've got 30 seconds, I'm gonna switch to chest and back. Again, I'm trying to throw a little bit of weights in at the same time. Get a full body workout in. All right, from there I'm gonna shake it out for a second. Grab a quick drink if you have one. All right, I have an exercise ball today that I'm gonna use for my chest and back. And I'm doing burnout sessions. So I'm just gonna do as many as I can. Keep my back flat, my head's in line with my spine. I'm doing full extensions, but I'm not locking out my joints. It's going straight up above my chest. Make sure you remember to breathe. A lot of times when people are lifting weights, they start holding their breath because they're concentrating. So be careful with that. All right, I think I have a few more. Again, I'm not doing any repeats. I'm just going for a burnout today. All right, let's do 2 more. Whew. And I'm gonna go ahead and set those weights down. Move the ball out of my way. And I'm gonna switch to a back row. So my feet again are about shoulder width apart, my knees are slightly bent. I'm keeping that back flat. My arms are just going straight back. I'm trying to touch those shoulder blades together. And again, I'm not going for a certain amount of reps or time. I'm just going for a burnout, where my muscles are too tired to continue. Don't forget to breathe. All right, I think I've got a few more. And I'm gonna go ahead and set those weights down carefully. And I'm going back to my side step for a full minute. Whew. Again, I'm mainly trying to focus on that cardio today, but I really wanted to get in just a few weights. So I'm putting it all together. If you're really tired, slow it down a little bit, that's okay. If you're not tired enough, then pick up the pace. And I'm just going side to side. Keeping that heart rate up. Whew. And after I do this for a minute, I'm gonna switch to that front and back step. I'm keeping my arms involved. Full minute. And then I'm gonna switch. Keep breathing. All right, and switch. Front and back. Again, you pick the pace, do what's comfortable. Push yourself a little bit. If you're gonna put the time in to work out, you may as well get the most out of it. But do be careful that you don't go too fast, too quickly out of the gate. If this is your first time, start off a little bit slowly. Maybe don't go a full minute. Give yourself 20 or 30 seconds. Find out where your fitness level is and start there. It's okay. Don't compare yourself to other people. You'll build your way up, but know where you are and start slowly so that you don't injure yourself or get discouraged and want to give up. Again, I'm doing this for a full minute. Whew. All right, from there, I'm going into shoulders and lats. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab my weights again. My arms are up, and I'm just going straight up, full extension, and down. I'm keeping that slight bend in my knees, keeping my torso up straight. I'm not going for a certain amount of time. I'm just going until I get too tired to continue. From here, I'm gonna go back into the power squats. Whew. I am feeling it. Let's try to do 2 more. Whew. And time. I'm gonna go ahead and set that weight down. I'm gonna grab my ball again, and I'm gonna do lat pulls. So I have the weight in one hand, and I'm just going straight back and up. Again, don't forget to breathe. And be careful if you're pregnant about doing stuff on your back for too long. And it may be too difficult to even go on the ground at all for fear that you can't get up. So I'm choosing an exercise ball, and I'm gonna do a few more. But if you start feeling like things are tugging too much or anything like that, then be wise and go ahead and stop. All right. From there, I'm gonna go into my power squats. So again, I've got 30 seconds. I'm just going down and up. And then I'm gonna prop up on a toe and on one side and then go to the other side. And I think we skipped this set after the chest and back, but that's okay. Just means that we'll have time for a little bit of good core work. So we've got 30 seconds. All right, I'm propping up on a toe. Here we go. It's the last set of these. "30 seconds, and I'm gonna prop up the other toe and put this foot back on the ground. Again, I didn't do a ton with the weights, I just did a simple burnout session. But do what you have time for, do what works for you. Other side, prop up the foot. Up and down. And again, these types of things are great. You can do this while you're watching your kids, while your kids are eating lunch, eating dinner, during nap time, without sucking up all of your mommy quiet time or alone time. You still have time to watch your favorite TV show, or do it while you're watching your favorite show. All right, from there, because I'm gonna do a simple core workout as well, I am gonna go ahead and bring that heart rate down a little bit. Before I go back down on my back, I'm gonna grab a quick drink. Make sure you stay hydrated during your workouts, and even prepare ahead of time by drinking plenty of water throughout the day. All right, from here, I'm using a ball, but you can do this on the ground or on a bench. I'm just gonna do a simple, like half crunch sit up. So I'm not going up all of the way, but I am going up enough where these abs are having to do the work. And again, I'm just doing a simple burnout. Now, if I wasn't pregnant, I might even hold a weight on my chest. But being pregnant, I do try to be a little bit more careful and cautious about adding too much weight, because I'm already carrying a little bit extra. All right. From there, I'm going to do a simple turn to the side. Now, if you feel okay doing so, you could lift a leg off the ground, but if that feels like you're gonna roll off to the side, especially if you're pregnant, then be careful and just do a simple turn, that's okay. I'm just focusing on those obliques a little bit. I'm gonna do a few more on this side, and then switch to the other side. And I'm switching. Again, make sure you're pulling with your abs and not with your neck. If your neck starts hurting, that means you're pulling from the wrong spot. I'm gonna go ahead and do a couple of knee twists. These you'll wanna slow down for, and make sure you keep that core engaged so you don't roll over. And then I'm gonna finish off with just a few more. All right, from there, I'm gonna go ahead and take it back to a march. We're just ending where we started. Again, exercise does not have to be complicated. Keep it simple. Do what you have time for. And some days you might have an hour, some days you may have 10 minutes. Do what works for you. I'm making sure that heart rate's down. Gonna inhale, exhale. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and separate those feet. Take it down. Don't go upside down if your heart rate's still really high. Keep marching in place. I'm just doing a simple breath in each spot. Bending those knees, rolling it up. 1 foot forward. Take it down, bend the back knee, bring up that front toe. Again, we're already warmed up, so I'm just doing, holding each stretch for a breath, just to kind of keep those muscles from getting too tight on me. And place that down. All right, let's bring an arm across. And another arm. Drop the hand behind your head, tip to the side. Same thing on the other side. let's go ahead and take care of our necks and call it a day. Stand up straight and tall, chin down to the chest, roll it your over shoulder, and to the other side, back to center, and we are done. Thank you so much for joining me. If you want to see other videos like this, then go ahead and subscribe to Mommy and Co Fitness. Until next time.